Rockies just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Denver Broncos. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. It's reeled in by Baldwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Right back to him on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On play action, they'll throw. It's caught. Baldwin. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now back to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point up and good. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 68 yards. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. The point after is good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showing some tough running there. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. 2nd and 14. He gets it to Baldwin. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. And he's going to use his legs here. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop. How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are. This team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Hands it off out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. The penalty certainly makes things tougher here as they try again. 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today, and I'll guarantee.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity.
Touchdown, Broncos! From 10 yards out as they have taken the lead. Extra point safely through. And the lead is now 21-14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that.
And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bishop. Touchdown! A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. Second and 13. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Dancing to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. They're going to look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Broncos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes it at the 7. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They'll look to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
And he comes back with one complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were... And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He's going to try and do this himself.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
Now, I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Rams passing game on point right now as they pick up another first down. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. 57 yards. And the Broncos get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But there he goes, right side, past the 20. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point up and through as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On 2nd down, it's Bishop. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. On play action, they'll throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down.
They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Looking to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. The Rams on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Rams are able to at least get one score back.
The extra point up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll send the tight end in motion left. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now back to throw.
And this one too low. But at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. 39 yards.
And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
He's got a man, complete.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
A big play there for L.A. 46 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Baldwin with it over the middle.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 3 plays already, first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And the closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. 2nd and 4. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. The point after is good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over.
And it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point safely through as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm, but sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate, it was just incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he comes back with one complete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Bishop. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 3. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. 2nd and 13. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Warriors,
He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
let's go now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
60 Maverick.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Broncos, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.